Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Corpse Party Blood Drive. Last time, everybody friggin' died.
Everyone is dead.
Everyone is dead. And Ayumi got away because Sachiko possessed her. Oh boy.
Tinbug, can you imagine the next few chapters are just basically Ayumi just wandering the void, doing absolutely nothing while just like sad music plays?
Oof. I could imagine that being...
That's the entire chapter. That's like the end.
Well, considering that Sachiko's here, I think it's going to be a bit more interesting than that.
Yeah, I know. That would be crazy, though. Determination. Indeed. Fills you with determination. We hit a save point.
Hooray.
It's the end of the world as we know it.
I was trying not to.
And I feel fine.
The sounds of fire trucks and patrol cars echoed through the streets. The sky was dark, the air stale, and the many strong, cold gusts of wind bore massive amounts of dust and debris. I didn't envy the reporter. Wait, I didn't envy the reporter her job. Ah, I get it. I didn't envy the reporter her job, as she seemed mere moments from being blown off her feet. But, to her credit, she persevered. Behind her, there was the black shadow of an old man.
Trying to look for the old man, but I'm not seeing him.
Oh, God. So the Nirvana hasn't, had its effects just, gone all over the world yet. It's just slowly spreading.
Yeah.
That leaves hope, at least.
Right? We have a shot of stopping it.
The old man's shadow in the background began acting strangely, jumping in place and making various other aimless motions.
"昨晩より全国各地で発生している巨大な黒い柱による出現被害につきまして、国土交通省は非常体制の災害対策本部および警戒本部を設置しました。各地方整備局管内の情報に基づく交通・河川の被災状況および対策状況は次の通りです。
World's going crazy, dude.
専門家の分析でも解析不明の未知の鉱物の結晶のようでエンティティウォール、霊体物質と名付けられています。
Spirit matter and entity wall.
地震計などでも全く予測のつかない場所に突如生えてくるため、多数の死傷者を出し、世間を混乱に陥れています。工事用カッターの刃も通らず、撤去もできない状況です。
Yay.
防衛庁は自衛隊の調査結果から先日まで上空に浮かんでいた黒い球体との関連を調査しています。
I think that'd be a bit risky.
Yeah, I know. Try to control the explosion. That probably would not work.
新しい避難場所の情報です。避難指示の出た地域にお住まいの方は以下の情報をチェックしてください。携帯サイト、ウェブサイトでも情報を発信しております。なお、ご覧の白い地域にある体育館や学校はすでに満員です。お近くの空きのある施設へ向かってください。
っていうか、前兆も速報もなくいきなり生えてくるんだ。避難も対策もねえんだよ。運が悪きが死ぬだけだ。なんで警察はいつまでも公式発表しないんだよ。
Anchor, you're still on air.
不祥事と取られるのが嫌なのか、それとも何か隠してるのか。
The middle-aged announcer was yelling at the top of his lungs, and in an absolute frenzy, he kicked his studio desk to the ground. A black shadow of a woman could be seen behind him.
委員長
Hmm? Oh, screw off.
Oh yeah, they are all ghosts, so they can talk to her because she's.
Nah,
Controlling.
that's not them. I don't buy that.
I think it's them.
Nah, screw off. That is not them.
Do they have faces?
Nope. I don't buy it.
Nope.
They turn around. LOL. No. They all have no faces.
They all have the troll face.
Oh, God. That would be really frightening. Oh! They're not alive.
But that's a sacrifice I'm willing to take.
The room grew dark, and each of the four figures who stood before me slowly melted into the blackness, becoming indistinct silhouettes.
持田も中島も岸沼も
Soul for soul. Ooh, that was a creepy voice.
I was finding a nice book to read. I screamed and looked up. It was just a dream. I was at home watching TV. I scrunched myself up again, putting my face into my knees. There's no way Yuka's alive. The entire building of Heavenly Host collapsed. Everybody died.
生き返るって信じてたのに最初からダメだった。そうよ。私は全部意味のないことをしてたんだ。私どうすればいいの？生き返るって思ったから、ヨシエの山で行って大怪我をして、お姉ちゃんまで失って帰ってきたのに。
No.
That's a little different.
See, your sister traded places with you. You were supposed to die. She took your place. That's not cheating death. That's just pushing it to someone else. I raised my face from my knees. My eyes are burning. My eyes red and burning. That sounded very 50s movie-ish, but it's probably still bad. Then, as if I hadn't already had enough tragedy in my life, I heard a loud crash just outside my house. It was unmistakably a car wreck, and a rather severe one at that. The car's alarm was going off, but I was trying my best to ignore it. I didn't need this right now, so I simply wasn't going to bother with it.
I was halfway expecting the car to like bust through the door or something like that.
You act like they have the animation capacity for that.
I mean, the lip creature came in twice.
And?
I don't know. They had animation to animate the lip creature.
You know, watching back the VOD of the previous stream, you know when Sachi swung the axe and broke the glass?
Yeah.
The glass broke before her axe even, like, hit it.
That's funny.
It is funny. Again, this game was originally for the PS Vita.
It's Uber Flies. We have your cheeseburger, Ayumi.
And whose home did you wreck? Oh, just some jackass named Phil.
公益財団法人 PL 振興者の会長が失踪しました。
We know. Well, it's interesting that they haven't forgotten her.
Do you see that thing floating in the door? Is that Ayumi?
That's Ayumi's arm! They couldn't be bothered to push her just an inch further?
I'm like, is that supposed to be seen? What is it?
Oh my god. Oh. I control now.
I love the photo of Sushi on the wall. Oh, angry Chibi.
On my way to tell you to shut the fuck up.
She's gonna tell a car to shut the fuck up.
The car alarm outside was still going off, and it was getting harder and harder to ignore by the second. Please, if I don't deliver it on time, I get, what's the word? I get penalized.
There you go.
Whoever was ringing my doorbell was really, really persistent. The irregular sound brought me back to reality. I crept over to the peephole and silently looked through it to see who'd been visiting me at this hour. On the other side of the door stood a man I didn't recognize. He had short hair and he was pressing the chime frantically, as if his life depended on it.
We can't get a CG of this?
I was kind of creeped out. Yeah.
Oh, now she's a happy chibi.
I moved away from the peephole. Please, I can't lose this job.
That's the only job I got, dude. You know how hard it is to get a job in the spiritual like chaos that's going on out here?
Wow, tough. The persistent ringing continued for a bit, but then finally, thankfully, came to an abrupt halt. I slowly crept back to the peephole and took another look. The man was still there. He was just pacing back and forth in place in front of the house. Or wait, in front of a house that, for all he knew, had no occupation. Oh!
Oh, there it is.
Hi.
He's like,
after
I subbed you. This is a perfect. I subbed to your OnlyFans. Where's the pics?
I sent you a picture of my dick. Please respond. Oh god, the longer I look at this, the more creepy it gets. After another short while, he approached the door again and immediately put his right eye up to the outside of the peephole.
I don't think that's how peepholes work.
The man moved his head away, but quickly replaced it with his finger, which he swirled around inside the tight space, as if trying to reach my eye or poke it out. Then he stepped away from the door. I could have taken this opportunity to slowly move away from the peephole, but I was oddly transfixed. Of course, the second I thought that, he came back to the door yet again.
Hello again.
Go away. And yet again, he skipped the doorbell and went straight for the peephole.
Ayumi, get the bat. Ayumi, no. Get the bat first and then give him a piece of your mind.
Yeah. Better yet, just grab a gun.
Not that too.
That's the first thing I would do. I grabbed the doorknob and was moments away from following through with that plan when suddenly... Oh!
Hey, Sachiko! What's up, girl?
How you doing?
How you living? Are you swimming after we taught you how to swim? You're enjoying the swimming? The swim, as they call it?
Nobody calls it the swim.
The swim.
Shut up. That's the stupidest thing you've said in this entire series.
I've said some stupid stuff in this series too, so.
ダメ、開けちゃ。
Sachiko's like, you idiot, don't open it. He's a creep.
そいつ死者だ。
Oh!
He's dead.
幸子
I slowly turned to look at her.
涅槃は死んだ人の世界。死後の世界がこっちに来る。
There was an oddly familiar sound. Another car accident, again, right outside my door. This time I looked outside through the peephole and saw the man from earlier, sandwiched between a car and the wall of one of the houses across the street. He was absolutely mangled.
Oof.
But after only a few moments, the man's corpse disappeared, leaving nothing but a shadow in its place on the wall, and ground alike, a black stain.
Sachiko's happy about this. It's like, after you have your existential crisis, can we have chicken nuggies?
待ってるの
Not that I even really had to ask.
私が涅槃の壁を壊したから
Yeah? What else
yeah,
could it
pretty
be?
much.
I wasn't just asking myself, I was asking Sachiko, whose presence still remained just behind my back. But she just looked up at me with sad eyes.
今の人も死者真っ黒になって
Mayo.
The resurrection spell.
Yep. Black stain.
No, it couldn't be. I pulled my smartphone from my pocket and forced myself to remain calm enough to access the photo, but then just stopped and stared. The photo displayed on my phone, which was now on the floor.
Oh.
Oh. Damn it.
She's like, crap! My eyes weren't open with this photo. We have to take it again.
Good fucking luck!
But that is creepy, dude.
Dude, this is actually making me sad.
Mm-hmm.
No longer had just my friends from before with blacked out faces, but Mochida, Nakashima, and Kishinuma as well.
It's like the Nirvana's just like specifically just messing with her now. It's like, oh, you want to save your friends? They're all gone. Enjoy the rest of your life.
It's like it's specifically torturing the bloodline that created it.
Yes.
I pounded the floor with both hands and shuddered violently. Huh?
Probably the Illuminati.
The end is nigh.
The end is nigh.
神は不浄なる不心得者を決してお許しにはならぬ。
Oh.
Some cultist group was speaking on TV. I guess the news must have ended at some point when I wasn't paying attention. This time I was just plain talking to myself. What the?
Oh, she's still alive.
How?
Death Lolly survived death. Are we surprised?
Oh, she must have used her ever after stones and got out of there in time.
Oh, yeah, I forgot she had those.
Magari appeared in my hallway. I had no idea how long she'd been there, nor how'd she gotten in. Well, I want her the fuck out. Get out of my fucking house. Just get out. I noticed she still had her heels on, though. I stood up.
And happy.
And Sachiko was, as always, waiting in the wings behind me. I thought so.
I forgot that could have been a possibility. I thought she was dead.
Too bad.
Right.
Great. To demonstrate, Magari snapped the two together. I probably flinched, but she was right. Nothing happened.
Oh, 99 might have a point. I think he's saying the sprite position might be glitched right now.
You think?
Yeah.
I'd like to think this was intentional, that Ayumi's just like, bitch, get the fuck out of my house.
She's like, I've had it up to here with all the shit that's going on here. Get out of my house right now. Before I shove those stones up your ass. All the while just smiling like that too. Just like, she's just saying that just coolly.
Good for you. She pulled back her chin and flashed me a strained smile.
Oh, what?
Oh, damn. I guess it would make sense people are going nuts at the moment. This day couldn't have been much worse for me. Magari wasn't mincing words, it seemed. Maybe this was intentional for her to have her back to her.
Maybe.
I held my head in both hands and looked down at the ground. What now? Magari approached me and grabbed my arm.
It looked like Ayumi was about to attack
Ooh!
her. Uh-oh, Sachiko's growling.
Sachiko's about to clap a bitch. All right, Sachiko, you're good at this. Murder!
She's like, no one touches my family. Even if I try to murder them several times over.
Yeah. Sachiko's still right behind me, began to growl like a guard dog. Ouch.
Oh no. was thinking about this. You know how Sachiko pretty much ruled over the Nirvana with like hatred upon death?
Mm-hmm.
I think Ayumi's like the opposite end. Like I think this might be like kind of similar to death almost, but she is like regret. Ayumi's just regret instead of rage.
Regret instead of rage.
Because remember, Sachiko was like pissed at the principal for killing her and her mom.
Mm-hmm.
Ayumi just has regret, which is another negative emotion. Ayumi's pretty much about to take over the spot of Sachiko in the Nirvana.
I don't know. Problem with that is Sachiko's dead, Ayumi's alive.
That is true.
And I think dying would be a poor choice. Besides, it seems like Sachiko lost control of that Nirvana a long time ago.
Maybe.
If she's at this point, I mean, she already saved us one time, remember?
Yeah.
I think, like, while she still had power, she didn't have the influence over that Nirvana. Sachi came in and filled the void a little too well.
Mm-hmm.
I screamed as loudly and as fiercely as I could. I closed my eyes and cried the hardest I've ever cried, sobbing so intensely that I found myself nearly hyperventilating.
Oh!
Sachiko, I'm not even kidding. Take that cross off her neck and shove it right in her nose. Shove it hard in there. Megari slapped me down to the ground. Miss Pot, I'd like to introduce you to Miss Kettle.
It takes one to know one.
I held my cheek and continued sobbing. Megari was looking down on me with contempt in her eyes, but also a certain intensity that seemed more akin to desperation than anything. Sachiko, seriously, just kick her teeth in. If this game makes fucking Sachiko useless of all people, I'm gonna have to hit something. Rape! However, Megari closed in on me as if our lips were about to touch. Sachiko, I'm not fucking hit her. None of us are gonna stop. None of us are gonna stop you. Fucking hit her, all right? We're gonna clap. We're gonna be like, yes, fucking Sachiko, you go, girl. If you hit this blonde bitch, do it. Sachiko growled again, but Megari was clearly not intimidated in the slightest.
Oh.
Huh?
I forgot that that's still around.
Okay, Sachiko, put down the crowbar. Maybe we should actually hear this. Keep the crowbar close by.
I think she is our only hope.
Ugh. I'm listening.
Kiss.
No. I was still hesitating, and Megari apparently didn't much like that. know you. Suddenly, Magari was pulling up the top of my uniform. Huh? My plump white stomach was now fully exposed. It's not that plump. We saw it earlier.
What?
Excuse
Wait,
me?
what?
She pointed to a spot just below my belly button.
What?
Below the belly. Are
Is
you
she
telling?
pregnant with the book?
The book is in her womb? What? Excuse me? How the hell did that happen? Oh shit! Oh, this cabin's about to burn down. Let me crawl up between this girl's legs. What the fuck? What do you mean? The book is in her womb!
Oh my gosh.
I don't have words. I have no words. Just get on with it. As she did so, my stomach started growling with an unearthly roar and shifted in place like it really is in there.
The baby's kicking. Just
imagine being pregnant with a fucking book. Yo, that book was huge too.
Yeah.
Like, did it shrink in size? What the frick?
It's a freaking xenomorph in there, dude.
Okay. It was almost like there was a snake slithering around inside of me. That's save that shit for hentai. Fuck.
Oh, we're far into this is just the aftermath of hentai, you know?
Ugh. Yeah, like, okay, Ayumi, how did you not notice there's a book inside your womb? And second off, you, Magari, how the hell do you know?
Have you ever seen?
And you, Book of Shadows, get the fuck out of there! You're just screaming right at her womb. Get out of there! We need your ass!
Do you know that there's a show, I think it was on TMC, that was called I Was Pregnant and I Didn't Know It?
I've heard of that.
Ayumi is on that show now.
Oh, God. You imagine if, like, just imagine a scenario like she and Yoshiki hook up. Yoshiki's going in and all of a sudden he feels paper on his dick. It's like, what the fuck?
Remember, that's human skin. It's not paper.
Oh, yo! It's like... Alright, we're taking this too far. We gotta move on! She was in the hospital? Are you telling me that thing didn't show up on x-rays either?
It's a magical book, so I can suspend disbelief for that.
Okay, fair. Oh, that would have been so funny if it did. You want to you crazy kids these days, you want to explain to us how you got a giant book inside your womb?
Doctor, I think it's better off we just let her just move on, you know? Don't ask questions.
You ever hear that story about the guy who got a bowling pin shoved up his ass?
That does not surprise me. I've heard many stories of people getting stuff stuck up their ass.
Congratulations, it's a book. Don't you mean to say boy? No. Why is this so funny?
I don't know. This is just... I mean, I get what it is kind of creepy if you think about it, but this is just, like, really, like, so stupid it's funny.
It kind of is. Magari crossed her arms.
With everything that this game series has thrown at us, I'm like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Let's do this. The book is inside her.
Magari crossed her arms and snorted.
ただし、あくまで入れ物で、中身は空っぽだけどね。
Huh?
Things in it right now.
The book lost some of its power? Did they weaken the book by casting that spell?
Maybe. Or do you think this is Ayumi's sister's doing?
I doubt that. The growl that came from within my own body sounded like that of a wild beast. That's gotta be, like, extremely disturbing.
Mm-hmm.
まさか本当に。
ほんと、すっかり騙されたわ。私は本来、教団からあなたがあの空間でブックオブシャドウズを手に入れるためのサポート役。それと、その他雑用のために派遣されていたのよ。
Yo, that book fucking played everyone!
That book is the master troll.
Everybody thought that book was, like, in the Nirvana. It's like, nobody's gonna find me here.
そうなの。
って言っても、手に入れた瞬間、奪い取るつもりだったけどね。
You have a giant scythe, so why didn't you just do it?
Because her mission was to support Ayumi, not cut her open and get the book.
Well, she knows where the book is now, so honestly, why does she not just cut her open?
I don't know. Because she probably she knows that the blood of like Ayumi's the only one that could probably make this work. Like she could get the book.
Oh, well,
but
she says right here.
ただね、ムカつくのよ。
Time for a C-section. Oh, God. There's no doctors to do something like that. Okay,
Everyone's
yeah,
dead.
know what? Now I need to... How the hell are we going to get that book out of her?
We got Sachiko.
Actually, you know what? I'm actually very concerned to find out how we're going to do that.
They're going to find some way to do it.
Sachiko, you have the smallest hands. I think you're going to have to reach in there.
Oh, God, no!
Oh, my God, what is wrong with me?
Move on. I know she's like technically 70 by this point, but no.
ミストよ。ミスト。あれで勝ったつもりでいるなんて笑っちゃうわよね。そんなあいつを思いっきりなぶり
Yeah, I
殺し
think
て
I
みた
hate
いでしょ。
Mitsuyo more than her.
Yeah. Look, guys, I was just being realistic, all right?
あなたも甘ったれずにできることに目を向けなさい。可能性を放棄するのは死んだ後でいい。
There you go. That's the spirit.
Ugh. My eyes began to well up yet again.
私にまだ何かできることがあるの。
Yes, you have the book inside you, Ayumi. Physically.
I mean, we know where the book is, Ayumi. That is a start. Yeah, a very awkward start that I'm really not sure how we're going to progress with, but we know where the book is.
Roll with it.
We just got to get it out of there.
You know, out of every way this could have turned, I would never have expected the Book of Shadows to be inside of Ayumi.
Yeah, like that's
This is a
twist. I'll give
curveball.
it that.
That is like one hell of a twist. And it makes sense in the whole like canon of the story. You know, like the way they explain it, it's like, yeah, I could believe that.
I mean, it's weird because I thought they like didn't they rush out of the cabin, or did the book like
They rushed out of it because it was like burning down to the ground, and
Maybe
then they said it just got lost. It just like transferred into her.
Maybe it didn't like crawl inside of her. Maybe it just like magic absorption inside of her manifested itself back inside her.
That's
While
what I'm
like they
thinking.
weren't looking as shocked at Hino's death. Maybe. That's my only guess. I'll roll with that, because other than that, I really can't think of how the book got inside her womb.
なんとしても
99 brings up that Mitsuyo almost noticed as well, because remember he was in the bathroom with her.
本があなたの覚悟を認めれば
He looked at her stuff.
自然と出
Oh!
てくるわ
He almost does he know the book of shadows is in her, or no?
No,
he would have
like,
just killed her.
If he did, I don't think he would have gone to all the trouble to make a new Book of Shadows.
Yeah, I think he would have just killed Ayumi and got the book. If that was the case, I think he didn't even know.
Yeah, he had to have not known.
そして本の力があればミストのいる涅槃にもう一度乗り込む道も示されるでしょうよ
I could only stare incredulously at my abdomen. Megari took this opportunity to open my front door again to illustrate her point. Outside, the weather was still completely anomalous, with hurricane-like winds and debris clouds everywhere. The clouds up above, too, were moving abnormally fast through a disconcerting, blood-red sky. Every few seconds, a sound not unlike a spark plug firing could be heard.
Did someone throw up?
Could be heard echoing from distance as another black flame ignited and burned itself out from some random spot. What?
Look on the floor. It looks like someone puked. Did Ayumi puke?
That's a doormat.
Oh, is that the doormat? I thought
That's a doormat.
I'm like, ew.
どの道あなたも世界と共に滅びて死ぬわだったら見せてみなさいその前にあなたの覚悟を
He does have a point. Might as well go down swinging.
残酷と血を好むわ
It adores cruelty and blood. All right, you want to stay behind? We'll smash your head against it. Why don't you be useful for a change? Or you, like, vanish. With those parting words, Megari disappeared into the city, the sounds of her heels clacking softer and softer until they were no longer audible at all. Oh, I noticed we had 2 new followers, Derve and Frozenbox.
Cool.
Thank you. Welcome, both of you. Sachiko and I could do nothing but see her off. Sachiko's like, yeah, you better fucking run. Oh, I was so ready to get that crowbar and just wham it right in her teeth. The entire nation was now plagued with entity walls and black silhouette-like spirits of the dead. The entity walls were rapidly destroying schools, downtown bypasses, and other crucial traffic cornerstones, even residential shelters, creating countless new casualties by the minute. People were running in the streets, panicked and confused, almost certainly not much longer for this earth. Meanwhile, in Miss Kuon's office, the black-suited agents watched in horror as each TV monitor displayed a feed from a different news network across the world, and the story was exactly the same on all of them.
Oh, it's everywhere.
How is a book supposed to recognize my determination? What the hell am I supposed to do? Alright, I'm in control again. I peeked at the walkthrough to see how much game we had left, and I think... Oh. Yeah, it said something about a knife.
Oh, there's the knife.
So, the walkthrough mentioned a knife, the books inside her womb. Everybody brace yourself. I think I know what's about to happen.
お姉ちゃん
Oh no.
私に力を貸して
Oh. Oh, God.
Oh.
Oh, God. Oh, God. This is not going to be easy to watch. In front of the mirrored dresser sat Hinoe's zodiac dagger. I gripped it in terror, closed my eyes, and started shaking.
なんとしてもブックオブシャドウズを体の外に出して支配なさい。黒魔術から生まれたその本は残酷と血を好むわ。
Oh boy. I couldn't back down now. I lifted the dagger in front of me, poised to plunge it into my body, and carve myself open as a samurai once did in ritualistic suicide called seppuku.
No. Oh my gosh, this is from Shadow. Ayumi, I got something. Luke, what? Ayumi, a knife. Everyone, no! Have you seen that meme?
I've seen
Like
that
the
meme.
The kid running around with a knife.
Yeah.
Ayumi, what you got? A knife! No!
But I couldn't go through with it. I was too scared of death and too scared of the pain. Sachiko used to do this kind of thing a lot. Should we just do that? The face that reflected back at the mirror was twisted with fear. I didn't even recognize myself. But I could see in those eyes all the weight that had been put on my shoulders, all the responsibility I'd been forced to bear.
臆病で矮小で弱くてこんな自分さえいなければ
Yikes.
ここで決別するのよ、
My mind was made up. I lifted the dagger again, only to bring it halfway to its destination before halting its descent once more. No matter how determined I was, no matter how strong my conviction, this was literally suicide. I knew what had to be done, but knowing and accepting are two different things.
It's like the part of her brain's like, no, don't.
I began crying like a baby. This was the most afraid I'd ever been in my entire life, and almost certainly the most afraid I ever would be. At this point, the only way I'd be able to go through with it was to clear my mind and let my arms make the motions automatically. And before I knew it, that's exactly what I did.
Oh!
It's most likely because I wasn't thinking about it, or anything else, for that matter, that the dagger found absolutely no resistance. It was like applying excessive force to a slice of cake. For a very brief moment, I felt nothing, but then the convulsion started. First in my abdomen, then quickly spreading up to the rest of my body. My abdomen was now spasming and constricting involuntarily. And the rest of me wasn't faring much better. My entire body was in total chaos. Oh, that is a lot of blood. The extent of the agony I'd felt at that moment was absolutely impossible to convey. It was all-encompassing. I was utterly incapable of focusing on anything else. My lower body was spewing bright red blood, thick black blood, and an unknown yellow substance, all of which were bleeding together into a slurry that was, at its core, my life essence. Oh.
Oh. Why did they feel the need to CG this?
I don't know. You know it's only gonna get worse.
Yeah, I know.
She has to, like, actually make a gash to get the book out of there.
Yeah.
Oh, God. This went far beyond anything I could ever imagine. The sheer shock of it rendered my mind a jumble that I simply could not untangle. I knew there was a reason I'd done this to myself, something I absolutely had to do. And it was crucial, but regaining enough conviction, enough cognitive? But regaining enough cognitive, thank you. But regaining enough cognitive function to do it would be a challenge. You're gonna die either way if you don't. Ayumi, I can't imagine what that feels like, but you just gotta. It's your only chance. My head was swimming as I tried, beyond all reasonable measures, to hang on to consciousness just long enough to complete the task at hand. I could still see my face in the mirror, but only just, as the blood that had been spurting from my abdomen had largely glazed over it. It was a truly frightful sight, comparable to, if not more disturbing than anything I'd seen in Heavenly Host. I felt feeble, helpless, and the face in the mirror was smiling at me for it darkly, obscenely.
Shut up, book. I'm gonna do it.
Jet black crows flew by outside the window, and in that moment, a fire sparked within me. Feeling oddly resolute, I gripped the dagger from outside my abdomen. Oh! And yanked it to the side with every last bit of strength I had left in me. Oh.
Can we recognize the sound designers for this real quick?
Sure.
Like, seriously.
Yeah. The spray of blood gushing out of me became almost exponentially more violent. More surprisingly, it seemed like equal amounts of blood were rushing to my brain as well. And the effect was a feeling like the blood vessels in my head were on the verge of bursting.
Oh. The book just out like, hey, what's up?
I'm ready to curb stomp that thing.
Oh.
But just as I felt like I was moments away from my final blackout, I saw something. There, among my own entrails on the ground, was a blood-drenched tome. It was the Book of Shadows, without question. My vision blurred from the intense loss of blood, and even more intense pain. I fell upward, unable to maintain any semblance of balance any longer, and landed right on it, with a loud, warm, and unpleasant splash. My face planted firmly into the book, which was steaming under the odd temperature differentials of my viscera. What?
Sachiko's like, yo, girl, you okay?
Did Sachiko save her?
I think so.
I awoke with a start. I was still in Hinoe's room. Instinctively and frantically, I had looked down at my abdomen. There I saw a scar resembling the ones I'd almost died from during the blackout at Yoshie Shinozuki's house. Runic letter and all. But that was it. The bleeding stopped. In fact, there was no blood anywhere in the room. And on the floor in front of me sat the Book of Shadows. Not a copy, but the original. I slowly touched it, And from behind me, Sachiko spoke. Cool!
Can I return it to the library now?
No, I'm pretty sure we gotta end a curse with it first. She was staring at me with a docile, almost reverent look in her eyes. I picked up the book and looked at it, fear and awe running through my now clear head. It grumbled a bit, darting its eyes back and forth. Eventually, it seemed to settle on a specific direction, locking its gaze. Don't you fucking growl at me.
No, I growl at you now. I own you.
Yeah. If Ayumi actually said that, no, you don't growl at me. I growl at you now.
That would be perfect.
Oh my god, talking to the book like it's a dog. It seemed to be looking out the window.
Frozen Box says you really didn't have to do that. You just had to wait to poop it out.
Yeah, that would be if it was in her stomach.
Right.
It was in her womb. That is, I don't know if you know this, but that's significantly harder to get out.
That was like probably the most metal thing any of the characters have done in this series.
I can agree with that.
Like, you're pregnant with this book. It's like, oh, hell, I'm not. Just cut it out.
You are pregnant with this book. The hell I'm not. Takes a knife. Yeah! See the pregnancy last now. Boy, this is so fucked up.
This is so messed up, but this is cool.
Oh my god.
Oh, they're darkened.
Oh.
世界はもう終わりました。
世界はもう終わりました。
They sound kind of okay with it. Oh, the world's ended. I was so looking forward to that pesto chicken that we're having tonight, but you know, the world's over. What can you do?
I control now.
世界はもう終わり。
Oh, so this is
Mom, you know how you always wanted grandkids? Well, let me show you little Billy.
This is Billy the Shadow. My god, we're never gonna run out of jokes at this rate.
This is just crazy.
It's just a random cutaway. It's like, I just wish Yoshiki were still alive. We could have made so many jokes. Could you imagine? It's like, hey guys, I have a story for you. What do you mean you were pregnant?
Yoshiki, you're not the father. He's come around. Yeah! We got some work to do with these memes, dude.
Oh, hey, Frozen Box gave a lemon and ice cream and a diamond. Hey, thank you.
Yo!
I'm guessing I go out this way. Numerous unsettling shadowy figures are silhouetted on the sliding screen separating the living room from outside. Going out now would be a terrible idea. Do I go to the mirror? The reflection in the mirror looks like a whole other person. Ragged hair, pale skin, and an expression of utter disdain are the standout features. Plant? Do you do anything, Plant? Couch?
You know what's the greatest thing? You know how DMad's not here? We could explain to him what exactly is going on right now, and he will never believe us.
Yo, we're gonna, if we VC tonight, when he joins in, it's like, oh, dude, you should have been there. It turns out Ayumi was pregnant. His fucking reaction is gonna be so priceless.
He's like, What the fuck?
Can I go upstairs? Okay.
There's no reason to go upstairs right now.
Do I go here? No. Kitchen.
Maybe our room?
Maybe outside?
きっと
Oh.
私帰ってくるからね。
Wait, what?
I don't know. What?
You thought the previous 6 chapters were a corpse party, whatnot, but it wasn't!
Oi. What? I hope this isn't copyrighted.
This is the same thing. It is copyrighted.
Oh, shit.
Not a big deal. I just have to put it in the... I have to... Just give me the copy of it as soon as possible, because last time it took forever to finish this.
Got it. Oh.
What?
I pushed B.
Oh!
Apparently you skipped that by pushing B. Yo, this looks like California right now.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! Okay, I'm sure everybody knows about the red hue that's around California right now because of the wildfires.
Sashiko, why are we in California right now?
I thought we were still in Japan.
Well, yeah, Ayumi, with the Nirvana taking over, time and space has been kind of altered. We're kind of everywhere.
I have to be in fucking California of all places. Ugh.
I mean, this is the end of the world.
No better place to be than in California for that.
I seriously thought that was the end. I'm like, how?
Hey, you know what? Actually, this is a good point. Sachiko, I can't believe I'm saying this, but having you on my side is kind of reassuring. Could you imagine that in any other scenario?
It's like Ayumi in the future goes to Ayumi in the past that's in Heavenly Host. Like, hey, yo, you know Sachiko, the thing that's trying to kill y'all? Yeah, you're going to be friends with her. She's going to help you out in the future. Bye!
That dude was clearly on some kind of drugs. Shadow, can you not spam like that? Sachiko looked at me with the sweet, innocent eyes.
Oh.
Oh, LinkToon. An
We're
ice
at the
cream and
school.
5 lemons. Thanks. When I arrived at Kisaragi Academy, I got a much better look at the phenomenon. It was like, oh, so the thing's hovering above Kisaragi.
Oh, it makes sense.
Huh. Oh, Jawware, thanks for the ice cream. It was like a whirlpool with red dully singing... Oh, with the red dully singing shining hole in its center. Was this the entrance to the Ever After?
I
No.
believe so.
涅槃が動的魔法魔女みたいに空を飛ぶの嘘だ
What? Give me a broom to fly on. Sorry, that's a thing they only do in the UK. I closed my eyes, clasped the book tightly in both hands, and prayed.
ブックオブシャドウズ力を貸して
We're flying! My people need me. The chibi just smiling, just, hey.
When I opened my eyes again and looked up into the sky, my body began to float. I was in control of the Book of Shadows. I was a legitimate practitioner of magic now. This moment felt almost like an awakening to endless new possibilities.
これ本当に飛んでるすごい
It's pretty cool, isn't it? And right next to me, flying by my side, was Sachiko.
あゆみ
Oh!
Hmm?
Guess you gotta maintain focus. The momentary loss
Yep.
of focus dropped me out of my trance, and I immediately began falling. I gripped the book even tighter, and concentrated harder than before. Sure enough, I began rising up towards the vortex once more.
歩み気をつけて。あなたが力を使えるのはその本のおかげ。絶対話しちゃダメ。わかったわ。
And now this game becomes a shoot 'em up. When you're flying and firing.
Please, yes.
That would be funny. It just changes.
Oh my god, a first-person shooter corpse party where we're shooting talismans and spirits? Oh my god!
That would be
Please,
hilarious.
for one level, for one thing, give me that, please.
I'm just imagining the first level of Doom's music being played as well. The
yes. Yo, Doom mods are easy to make, right?
I think so.
I could do that, maybe. I don't know, maybe. That'd be something I'd try doing. As I flew higher, I could see Magari sitting on the roof of the school.
ブックオブシャドウズを従えたようね。見直したわ、篠崎あゆみ。それにしても、如月学園の真上に涅槃へのエスカレーターがあるなんてね。ついでにもう一つ教えてやるとね、涅槃がこの世界に侵食してつながってしまったのは別にあなただけのせいじゃない。
Huh?
What?
涅槃天神症がこの世に発生してしまった時点で、いいえ、もっと以前にブックオブシャドウズが生み出されてしまった時に、いつかこの時が来ることは決まっていた。
Cool.
I am inevitable. I am Ayumi. Snap.
I looked into Magari's face. She was being completely sincere.
その本の元の所有者も篠崎義恵もみんなそれを食い止めようと、あるいは遅らせようと必死だったの。それが次世代へつなぐだけの運命であってもね。そうやって代々受け継いできたのよ。
Oh.
そうだったの。
It'll be the next generation's problem.
Now that I really think about this, Yoshie was kind of a dumbass.
Yeah.
It's like, well, it's said that this book is going to cause the apocalypse, but I'm so desperate to not lose my husband that I'll use the damn book that's going to cause the apocalypse to try and create another world for him to stay in.
Do you think she was trying to like stop that bloodline like kind of trick? He was trying to she was trying to stop it so that the Book of Shadows no longer had a person to go to?
No. If she did, she wouldn't have had children.
That's true.
No, she kind of did the same thing Ayumi did. She acted out of desperation and it had serious backlash.
Mm-hmm. And Ayumi actually has an opportunity to stop this whole thing.
あなたがいようといまいと
Her fate is not sealed.
ただあなたの行為はあの狂信者集団ヤゴウラ教会の生き残りミストに涅槃のパワーを与えてしまった。その責任は取らなきゃいけないわ。責任。あなたには本物のブックオブシャドウズがある。天神症で分散していた涅槃の力はミストの持つ偽物に取り込まれてしまった。でもそれを取り戻してその本に封印すればあんなもの簡単に吹っ飛ばせるわ。そして涅槃のコアをも迎え入れられたならその本は完璧なものとなる。
That is probably the best overall what just happened in the past like 15 minutes.
Yeah, I was about to say that's like that's probably your bad description. Ayumi goes emo and then learns how to fly.
Cuts herself open, gives birth, and now can fly. That is the bad. That's the bad description for this chapter.
さあ、反撃よ。食らわしてやりなさい。
Yeah.
Yeah.
世界が終わる前に一発ぐらい本物の実力ってやつをね。私は見ているわ。
Magari grew smaller and smaller as I climbed higher and higher. And as I looked up, I could see the threshold looming ever larger, poised as if to wrap itself around me.
あゆみ。怖い？
Yes?
Scared.
死ぬの怖い？
Yeah?
怖いかな。
I smiled at her to my surprise, it was a genuine smile. Somehow or another, I was feeling very calm. Sachiko looked at me with wide eyes.
どうしたの？
She turned away briefly, then looked over at me once more. It almost seemed like in that brief moment, she changed expressions in much the way someone would change a suit.
あゆみ。怖いのはサチと涅槃のコアにいる人。気をつけて。
Oh. Right, we still have to deal
I
with
forgot
Sachi.
about Sachi. Sachi isn't dead. Oh, it kind of makes sense if he has the power of the Nirvana. He has the power of Sachi.
Well, I don't think that's exactly it. I mean, Mitsuo said he didn't give a fuck what Sachi does.
That's true.
涅槃のコアにいる人？それはミストじゃなくて？
Huh? Wait, there's another person in there we have to worry about?
The person in the Nirvana's core. Could that be?
You've got to be kidding me.
I think it's Red Dress Sachiko.
Hello?
Like
Red
the
Dress Sachiko's been with
no,
us the whole...
the spirit. You know how there's two, like the ending of the birthday bash?
What about it?
Remember, like her last, like when the spell was at its weakest, she was able to separate herself.
That did not happen. She just reverted back to a vengeful spirit.
I think the vengeful spirit is in the core.
You think her soul is split?
Yes.
Interesting theory. I don't think that's it at all. So I guess we're just gonna have to find out. I looked back up to find myself practically right on top of the hole in the sky that stood in front of the abnormally huge red moon.
Can't shoot a hole in the Mars. Another Doom reference. Oh.
And with my convictions settled, I jumped in. The harsh flash, the nausea, and the retching tightness in my chest caused me to lose consciousness for a second. But then I awoke to find that heaven and earth had switched places. It looked as though I were falling headfirst into a massive storm, with flashing lightning and roaring thunder. It almost seemed like I was previewing what the world would look like after its destruction. In the sky, there was an enormous face of a doll, and the walls around me were all made of flesh. Gross. I clenched the Book of Shadows with both hands as I slowly made my landing in this new version of the Nirvana. It was a mountain of rubble.
Oh yeah, you saw it break down.
Yo. What if we get a Sachiko versus Sachi?
Oh, that would be epic.
Oh, game, come on. Redeem yourself some and give me that. Please give me that.
Sachiko versus Sachi, the death battle of the century.
Please give me that. I slowly, carefully found my footing and pulled myself back up to my feet. This was an entirely different heavenly host. It bore almost no resemblance whatsoever to any version of the school we'd traversed previously.
天神小学校がこんな姿に。みんなは。町田くん、中島さん、岸沼くん。
You saw their faces were shadowed out. They're dead.
I called out to my friends but received no answer. All I could hear was the rumbling and twisting of the air around me.
Oh God.
Oh!
Well, first let's check on the Sans right here.
What? Oh.
It's a skeleton, so I'm calling
Crushed
it
by a piece
Sans.
of word. Oh, dude.
Oof. There they are. Ayumi, you should have known this was going to happen when you came in here. There was a chance you were going to see their bodies.
There was no mistaking it. In the midst of the wreckage, pieces of clothing from Kishinama, Mochida, Kashima, Misukuon, and Aiko were clearly visible. The unfortunate souls who were wearing this clothing were all buried under fallen beams and other debris, and surrounded by a veritable sea of blood.
Oh, Shadow wasn't here. Aiko's head got eaten.
It literally got bit off by the lips fish.
The lip fish. You know what that thing reminds me of? You know
What?
that thing from Subspace Emissary that like laughs? It's like a fish with swords.
I feel like I know what you're talking about, but it's been a while since I played Subspace Emissary.
Mm-hmm.
I think I do know what you're talking about, though. Dude, that thing freaked me out when I first played the Subspace Emissary.
It was a creepy enemy, and its laugh was just like, oh great, here it comes.
That thing, I fucking hated that thing.
Ayumi, use this as more motivation to kick some ass.
I don't know if that's possible.
Oh, she's ready to kick some ass.
Ayumi versus Mitsuo, and Sachiko versus Sachi. Oh, please, yes!
Yes.
Sachiko stared at me as I continued to scream and cry.
Ayumi?
What? Whoa, what's up? You look confident.
She does look really confident.
幸子頑張ってみる。天神小学校の運命だったら、ちょっとなら戻せるかもしれない。
Huh?
What? She's still. Oh yeah, this is her Nirvana after all.
She wants to restore the building?
Yeah. And maybe restore some of the people that have died in here.
No
AKA, you know, the bloody mess that we see in front of us. The skeleton!
What? What?
Birthday Bash is canon, bro!
No! Fuck off! No!
Yes! And that's the cutest little Sachiko CG ever!
Ah!
Oh!
You've got to be fucking kidding me.
If it makes you feel better, I'm willing to just say that the final chapter is canon. Would that make you feel better?
Barely.
Like, chapters 1 through 7, they're just kind of like their own little thing, but
They
chapter
don't
8...
exist. Fine.
Chapter 8 is what is canon.
Chapter 8 exists. 1 through 7 don't.
It could be argued it doesn't. Let's just say that. Let's just shake on that and then just move on.
This is not gonna get better for me, so might as well. I hate Birthday Bash, I hate Book of Shadows, and I hate this game. All right, I'm not winning, so you know what? Fuck it. The skeletal figure on the chain made a slight hollow clinking sound as it was handled. Very much as actual bone would. It looked homemade and seemed oddly warm, like a keepsake.
But I think this might have to be the thumbnail, though. Because this is adorable.
We'll see to it. I had this weird feeling that I had seen this object somewhere before.
You have.
どこかで見たことあるような。思い出せない。
See, now it's like, when did Birthday Bash happen in the timeline, though?
I don't know.
Oh, that's something I would have to figure out. Though she was looking down at the ground a bit, slightly guilty and slightly guarded, Sachiko giggled slightly.
これ、幸子の宝物。
It's my treasure.
A big smile crept across her lips, and for a moment she looked every bit the part of an ordinary little girl. I was confused. Sachiko placed her hand on the book Shadows. Fact, loop. And the book spoke.
同じ日を繰り返せ。
Followed by Sachiko.
Sacho's, you got your wish. Sachiko's being a little badass right now.
I guess what could have happened is I guess the good inside Sachiko didn't fully leave her.
Mm-hmm.
But it was overshadowed by the darkness.
Yeah.
And that's probably what
was,
gave her this ability.
This was kind of explained in the final chapter in Birthday Bash. There was still good in Sachiko.
Suddenly I was in Yoshie's clinic. The very same clinic Nakashima and I had visited on that fateful day.
この人はヨシエさん。
I was viewing Sachiko's memory of an event from long ago. Yoshie was writing something in her journal.
アナグラムの解析を進めると、この本に書かれている術はすべて実体の伴わない理論でしかなかった。成功例に関する文献も全く存在しない。私はなんと愚かなことをしてしまったのだろう。最初から成功しないものに心血を注いでいたなんて。本の中身である涅槃が飛び出し、異空間を作ってしまうだけの失敗作の術。
Nice job.
しかもそこに囚われた死者は生きていた証、存在の痕跡すらも消されてしまう。
Sachiko came into the room from the back. Her eyes met with Yoshie's and she smiled.
飛び出した涅槃を抑え込むことができたため。
Sachiko stood obediently by her mother, wearing the white dress we'd seen on her in Heavenly Host. Yoshie patted her on the head approvingly.
I just realized who's in the core.
Who?
Yoshie.
No, Yoshie is clearly right there.
No, I mean...
Like, she was in the school with Aiko, remember?
Yeah, but she never left.
Yes, she did.
Her spirit...
Yeah, her spirit moved... Well, it was supposed to have moved on. Sachiko then coughed out a fine black mist, but sucked it back into her mouth like a carp.
失われ、黒く消えたあの人の存在だけは取り戻せたのだ。
Her husband. The face on the image was blacked out, like those of Seiko and the others. However. Oh. So she saved his soul from getting trapped in that place.
Huh.
To my surprise, the black marking was slowly peeling itself away, revealing the features underneath. So if the Nirvana's resealed, the souls get freed?
Yes.
So If Ayumi can put this place back in the Book of Shadows, everyone gets freed in theory.
I think that's what Seiko's trying to show.
You mean
Like,
Sachiko?
if it gets Sachiko's trying to show here.
All right, well, I think that's about the best we're going to be able to do at this rate. What the? And just like that, it's rebuilt?
Yeah, because she said she could take it back to the day. I can bring it back to Heavenly Host.
Huh. My vision slowly cleared, and when it did, amidst all the rumbling and shaking, I found myself back in Heavenly Host Elementary. Oh!
The way she fell.
It was awful. It looked so bad. I know, but then promptly Sachiko
is she
collapsed to
okay?
the ground.
Is Sachiko okay?
I doubt it. Without thinking, I picked her up and held her limp, light body in my arms.
Ooh.
Oh. Yo, she's got cracks on her.
Yeah.
She seemed to have used up her spirit energy and was clearly drained. She was breathing, but only very lightly. Let me make sure I can try and get this screenshot. That music. The chapter's about to end.
Oh.
Yes.
Yes, you are.
Sachiko was real. She had to have been, or I wouldn't have been able to hold onto her like this.
Sachiko's real? She always has been.
She seemed injured, but not in any traditional manner. There were cracks running through her body, each one emanating an unearthly blue, almost gaseous light. Blue like most of the other souls. Meanwhile, the school itself was also cracking and breaking all around me, making an incredible noise. The roof above began to crumble away, providing glimpses of the real world. And incredibly, the entity walls hadn't spawned there yet.
We created another time loop, yo. We're gonna take him.
I could hardly believe it. I just complimented Sachiko, of all people, on a job well done. Her newly formed physical body was rapidly beginning to evaporate into mist.
Oh.
My voice was trembling, though I suspect it was less with fear and more with confusion. She looked up into the sky, eyes beginning to well with tears. She was struggling to speak. Soon, she wouldn't be able to at all. She barely had any voice left, but was persevering nonetheless. This was clearly something she didn't want to leave unsaid no matter what. And with that, she began full-on crying. I couldn't help doing the same.
Hey, if Anakin Skywalker was able to turn into a Force ghost after killing all those people as Darth Vader, you can too.
I mean, Yeah, I get the comparison. Because there's always room to do good.
Mm-hmm.
The tears were streaming down my face now. Sachiko's voice was so mournful, so genuine.
今たくさんの人を救ったわ。ありがとう。
A massive earthquake shook the ground. Sachiko looked scared, so I patted her head and hugged her tightly. Then she looked me squarely in the eyes, gripping her Calvera necklace tightly in her hand as if it were a rosary.
不思議だよ。正しいって分かった。成仏するの怖くない？
She has a point.
Well, so that's it?
Sachiko is able to move on.
Yo, fuck you, game! I wanted Sachi versus Sachiko! You couldn't wait till after that?
Sachiko did her part to be able to fix this whole thing for Ayumi.
No, I get that, but seriously, you had a golden ticket and you wasted it! This game can't do anything right! Sachiko and the blue light alike disappeared completely. She was gone. The being I was hugging just moments ago no longer existed. All I could do was clench my fists and mourn. The look on Sachiko's face when she asked if I was scared of dying kept flashing through my head.
Oh, she always knew.
I kept my head hung low for a moment, then stood up and wiped the tears from my eyes.
Aww.
Accompanying the sound of rumbling, one single entity wall now stood in the real world. The cycle was beginning anew.
見守っていて、サチコ。篠崎の末裔の私を。
Ah.
Oh, it's Sachi. Pray. It's the first thing Sachi. First time Sachi spoke.
And I hope it's the last.
Whoa. This was an awesome chapter.
Oh, man. Extra chapter 5. Let me take a look at something real fast. How long is the next chapter? Chapter 8. You literally do one thing. You literally do one thing in chapter 8.
Really? How many chapters are there?
Let me count. 8, 9. 9. Or, nope, 10.
Oh, 10?
Okay, but 9 looks pretty long. Oof. Let's just see what happens in chapter 8, then we'll decide what to do next. All right.
All right, because I just asked because I gotta get out of here in like at 8 o'clock. So I think we have time for one more chapter.
Well, one more chapter. Okay. Okay, so then let's hurry. The severed ties mended. Oh!
Oh!
This place ain't looking so good. What is this? The floors and the walls are completely covered. Ugh. I don't even want to know what. School's still here at least. So, time really does seem to have reverted. But this is definitely very different.
You know what I find funny?
What?
You know how every single chapter with the save files is a separate character? Like just random character?
Yeah?
That chapter that had like little to no gameplay whatsoever was Yuka's.
Even they know Yuka's shit.
Like, you don't get to see her face with the saves, okay? You know, you don't have to see her.
Let's see. Leap over the rails into the whirlpool of destiny. Ayumi, we don't have time to think about stuff. Another tremor.
さっき見たあの光、7番目の柱が生まれてる。ミストがまた偽のブッ
Oh, I
クオブシャ
love
ドウズ
this.
に
This is one of my
全て
favorite songs in the game. This one. It's not as good as the first game's soundtrack, but
I gotta hope shit doesn't get too crazy.
it's
I'm gonna
not-
guess the fucker with the
no.
axe is back.
Oh no, it's dude.
Succumb to shock upon removal of organs, stomach contents replaced with unknown and desirable substance. All right. The dude man's gonna be back, I bet. No? Oh, sweet.
Osman, nice.
Gonna need that for sure. And the obstacles are getting a little harder to see. Oh no, fuck off. Oh.
You're kidding me.
So I have to get around? I have to go around? Okay, well at least I have one talisman. Oh, the stamina seems to have lowered.
Oh no.
Oh, great. If I can just get through this place alive. Oh, hello, tripwire.
Oh, there. I see it. I see a spirit up there.
You know what? I'm gonna check real fast. Where are some talismans? Let's see. Name tag, name tag, name tag. This is all name tags, game. Ugh, I think I'm just gonna have to frickin' how's the saying go? Leroy Jenkins this?
Jenkins. Yeah, I think so.
Unless the spirit is stupid and doesn't see me. Wow, I don't think it saw me. Oh, yeah. What the fuck? Get off!
Oh, you can barely see the flesh on the ground now.
That's total bullshit.
I mean, this is like the penultimate chapter, or close to it.
Okay.
Still, that is full. How's our health looking after that?
Those don't affect the health. They just make you darkened.
And I saw, we're kind of like 1/4 darkened, I think. There's no meter for it, but based on the menu screen itself, the background. Notice how part of it, I think that's the darkening.
Great. That's just more shit I gotta worry about now. I don't even know if I'm going the right way.
I take it we gotta get to the tower.
Yeah, the tower. I think it's this way. No, fuck you. Go back in there and get the candle. I'm trying to avoid the flesh, though.
Oh, it's him. He's the picture.
Who?
The dude. I forgot his name.
What dude are you talking about?
The guy that we all hate. Who has
Mitsuo?
Yeah, Mitsuo, that did.
Mitsuo.
You could have said Hitler. I would have been like, oh yeah, that guy.
Was it? Ah,
What's
here we go.
difference? Oh,
Oh, well,
There
great.
we
This place
go.
is still, you know.
intact.
Ayumi, you are weak as fuck.
Come on, she had a C-section not like an hour ago. Give her a break.
No, I'm not even kidding. Like, watch this. Watch how quick the stamina runs out. We had way more than that. Hey, Yoshikazu, how's it going? You don't look so good. That's the you problem, though.
Let's check on him again. Is he alive actually?
Even he couldn't avoid becoming a victim in here, just like everyone else.
Oh, I thought it was gonna give us something else other than what it was before. Alright, so what is this? How's this gonna change?
I guess we're about to find out. The lighting is not too great here.
Oh, here we go.
すごいな。7番目の柱。知識のセフィロ。
Terraform of knowledge.
俺のブックオブシャドウズの力に反応して現れやがった。よし、派手に現世と涅槃の壁を壊すか。この天神称号とな。ついでに2枠を。てめえも消せるとは。まさに一石二鳥ってやつか、おい。いい子だ。グッバイ。ぶっ潰れよ、天神小学校。
Duck!
なんだこれ。
ダメ、やめて。愛ちゃん、お願い、殺さないで。お姉ちゃんは関係ないでしょ。愛ちゃん、
しゃらくせえ。
愛ちゃん。
Oh God!
Oh, Ayumi. Coming in like a badass, stopping the lip monster.
Wow. Thank you for getting rid of that thing. That was nightmare fuel if I've ever seen it. When Aiko opened her eyes, she found me standing in front of her. I had one of my arms outstretched, obviously having blocked something with it. My arm had protected Aiko from the charging mouth, almost as a shield would.
Keep your head with you, Aiko.
Ayumi, その力はなんだ? お前、いつの間に?
Oh, what's this? Surprised?
白だけ?
Yeah, we're here to, for lack of a better term, fuck you up.
I just want to zoom in on Ayumi's little chibi with that as a caption. We're here to fuck you up. With the smiling one, you know? The one that.
No, it's like, this angle's actually the perfect setup for that. You know how she's not, like, looking right at him like in anime?
Yeah.
Impressed, Mitsuo? You're gonna become real familiar with this power in just a few moments. Of course, Kishinuma, Moshida, Nakashima, Miss Kuon were all there too.
Take him out.
How am I gonna fuck you up? I'm thinking let's start with your fingers. Maybe cut 2 of them off.
The way she's posed, it does look like she's thinking about that too. Like.
同じ時間を繰り返し辿った色だ。
そういうのわかるんだ。
ああ、笑ったかてめえ。なめんなよ、畜生が。ぶっ壊してやら。
Oh yeah?
We'd like to see you try. She just bitch slapped him.
She bitch slapped him so hard she fell over. Good lord! Get up, woman!
That was amazing.
あなたの計画はおしまいだ。
に乗るなよ篠崎あゆみ。俺を誰だと思って滑るものだぞ。ヤゴーラの生き残り最後のミストだ。殺してやるぞあゆみ。魔女の英知で。
Oh yeah?
わからない人ね。控えなさい、偽物。
I'm just waiting for them to be like, oh, you're approaching me? I can't beat the shit out of you if I don't get closer. Then come as close as you like.
I just realized this is a standoff between two individuals that are the last of their
おい
bloodline.
そいつは消えたんじゃなかったのかよ。
I mean, Ayumi's technically not. She has her parents.
Yeah, but
She
aren't
has-
they darkened? Oh wait, no, we went back in time now, so they're not darkened. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, actually, it's a long story, but turns out I was pregnant. Yoshiki in the background. What?
You're not the father. And he's like, yeah, what? He just like looks at the Satoshi, like, you little fucker.
As if he were in any position to be accusing me of deception.
本の中身よ。
Oh, the Book of Shadows is pissed off, dude.
Oh my god, it's seeing it!
Yes!
My Book of Shadows roared and bit hard into the false Book of Shadows.
Book of Shadow!
Oh
Book
my
of Shadow!
God!
Use Bite! It's super effective!
やめろやめろ。
Oh,
How
this
does it
is so
feel,
ridiculous,
Mitsuo?
but
The tables are
awesome.
turned on you. But it didn't stop. It wouldn't. The Book of Shadows, my Book of Shadows, completely devoured the imposter.
Did it actually burp?
No, that was me.
Oh, that was perfectly timed. I thought the Book of Shadows actually burped.
Oh, if it did! Oh, that would have been the greatest insult to injury!
My Book of Shadows just ate your Book of Shadows and burped afterwards.
Oh my god.
Oh, I love this. Oh, this book. Oh, the Book of Shadows just bit him with its tongue. Yes. Oh, I hated this book previously, but I love it.
The Book of Shadows' tongue stretched out like a whip, cracking itself at Mitsuo. I keep saying his name wrong. It's Misuto. Or is it Misuto?
あなたも食べられるわよ。
Please let it!
This is so B movies, and I'm loving it. Like B horror movies.
Oh,
I
yeah.
this is awesome.
It's a B horror game. These are much more enjoyable.
おいサトシ。
I love it when this game just kind of embraces its just weirdness.
あんたおとなしくするんだ。
But this game series, like when it tries to take itself seriously, it has like mixed results.
The first game did that perfectly, though. It was-
Yes,
The rest
will
of the
agree.
games, not so much.
I feel as if it turns a little goofy, but when it kind of like leans in it a little bit with a little bit of creepiness, it works. Like,
You know what?
that was hilarious.
To be fair, Book of Shadows, the second game, it also did a fair job at staying creepy and serious. Oh my god!
It did it! It did it! Yes! Yes!
Oh my god. No, see, I already made the joke. You can't take that from me, game.
勘弁なさい。
It's over.
縛らせてもらうわ。
How about just kill him? I produce a handkerchief from my
俺
pocket.
がやるよ
I'll do it.
Mochida tied Mitsuo's wrists together.
また地震か
Uh-oh.
Ah, crap. That's still there. Oh, yeah, those weren't emerged yet.
どうして
The first one
起
did.
動は防いだのに。
まだ終わっちゃいねえのさ。
Oh, great.
It can never be over.
涅槃をすべて抑え込んだとでも思って。
Everyone has the angry chibis. Toshi looks like he's about to wreck crap too.
俺の集めた分の涅槃はブックオブシャドウズのすべてではない。言っただろう。天神章を形成している涅槃とは別に意志を持つ涅槃のコアが存在する。
涅槃のコアに意志。
We had to find the
サチコが
core.
言っていた涅槃の中の人っていうのはこのことなの？
Great.
コアの意志が知識のセフィラを起動させる。現実世界に涅槃が侵食し融合する未来は変わらない。俺がやろうとしたのは暴走状態にある涅槃のコアのコントロールだ。だがてめえはそれを止めた。じきに秩序のない破壊が来るぞ。どうするつもりだ？
Well, we got the Book of Shadows. We're gonna go find that core and fuck it up.
We're gonna eat that core too.
私がやるわ。
We're just gonna eat everything.
保管を。
Oh.
Complete this book.
Quite the statement, Ayumi. But for whatever reason, I believe in you.
You know it's serious when the opera music starts.
日の絵や仲間に頼ってばかりの甘ったれなお前がどこまで成長できるのか見てやる。この涅槃のどこかにブックオブシャドウズのコア。この本を生んだ魔女の意志と対峙してみるがいい。まあ
That's the only place we have not been to yet.
100回気が狂うだろうけど
Not in this game, but last game it was just a bomb shelter.
Yeah, we've yet to be in the bomb shelter this entire game. It has to be in there.
Prospect of us going mad seemed to amuse him. He smirked.
Oh, Cthulhu's in there, isn't he?
Oh, fuck off. No more Cthulhu. I don't ever want to see Cthulhu in these games again.
中島さん、石沼くん、クオン先生、愛子さん、来てくれてありがとう。私、本当に嬉しかった。今すぐ現世に戻って、手段はある？大丈夫よ。もうすぐこの幸せの石も霊力がチャージされるわ。やっと帰れるのね。
篠崎
I'm finding this core, damn it.
私はやり残したことがあるの。
なんだよ付き合うよ篠崎俺たちはお前を連れ戻すために来たんだから
Look, Satoshi, she has the Book of Shadows with her now. I honestly don't know if we need, Then again, I still needed to collect talismans to avoid spirits.
That's true. There's still gameplay to be had. If it's just a story, the Book of Shadows could protect her from anything in here. But since this is a game, there still has to be gameplay.
大丈夫。私もすぐ戻るから。
そうはいかねえよ。
Yoshiki's like, you're not going anywhere.
一人でやるよりみんなでやった方が早いはずだ。
Oh!
Sachi!
Not good!
中島さん。
なんだ。どうしたナオミ。
We've been compromised. Sachi's up here. I repeat, Sachi is up here.
Why can only Naomi see her?
Is it her eye?
What the fuck?
She just yeeted herself off.
I'm Sachi and this is Jackass. Oh, this is getting too dumb.
I'm loving it.
どうしたんだよナオミ。
Oh my gosh, I'm loving this.
Suddenly a vision flashed in Naomi's head, as if she were seeing through someone else's eyes for a moment. What the fuck?
She just gets up.
What are you so fucking...
The door's... That's to the basement, isn't it?
That is to the basement. What the fuck? There wasn't a dungeon down... Yuka!
Oh, Yuka! I forgot about Yuka!
しっかりするんだナオミ。
Do you think this has something to do with, like, the thing that got implanted in her eye?
Could be.
That's why she was seeing what Sachi was seeing right then?
Yeah, probably.
サトシ。
ナオミ。よかった。
Just kiss already, you two.
Fucking seriously!
どうしたんだよ急に。
今。
ナオミ。
今そこに黒い服の女の子がいて、ここから飛び降りたの。
It looked like it hurt.
黒い服。中島さん、その子目も真っ黒だった。
Did she look like a troll? Did she look like a bitch? What? Say what again? Go on. Explain this girl. She's in black. Okay. She had black eyes. Did she look like a bitch?
サチ。
幸子の双子の姉、生まれる前に吉江さんのお腹の中で亡くなったという胎児の霊。篠崎真希奈さんの団地から私がこれを持ってきたせいで現世から連れてきてしまったの。
大きさからして乳歯か。だな。
このところ無差別に現世を蝕んでいた強い霊ね。私の会社でもずっと後を追っていた悪霊だわ。ここに来たせいでより力が増幅されていたのね。
お守りになるかもしれない。持田君、持ってて。
だけどそれじゃあ篠崎は。
私にはこの
I
本
have
があるから。
book.
先生、さっきね、その女の子の見てる景色みたいなのがこの目に見えたの。
Naomi removed the patch from her left eye. Her injury hadn't healed in the slightest. Her left eye was clouded over with blisters blanketing the pupil that spelled the name Sachi.
She has Sachi's eye.
ナオミ、お前。
中島さんの目は霊の念を受けた火傷のような症状。でも冷水の目薬をさしているからじきに治るよ。 見えたイメージはもしかしたらその目があの例の視界を見せたのかもしれないね。
だとしたらサトシ、そのサチってこの幽霊が地下の防空壕に入っていったの。そしたらユカちゃんの声が。
なんだって。そんなバカな。あいつは家にいるはずだ。
いや、
Oh
来
yeah.
てる
about
ね。
that.
Right. You brought Yuka
Oh.
here and murdered her closest friend.
Satoshi, please punch this guy in the face for bringing Yuka.
Kick
in
him
here.
off the fucking wall, somebody. Somebody murder this guy. Every second he exists, I get more
Satoshi's
pissed
about
off.
Satoshi's about to go off on him. Just
Please.
watch.
I don't care who kills him. Somebody just kill him.
いい子だな。お前の妹は。お兄さんがピンチだと言ったら必死になってついてきたぜ。
本当にいるのか、ユカが。
お前ら天神症を一度くぐった人間は死のループを繰り返したことにより特殊なオーラをまとっているんだ。中でも幸子と直に接触し心を通わせたことがあるあの子は常人の何倍もの霊力の泉を蓄えている。そう、この世のどこにもあの子を超える敵役はいね
え。What did Sachi want with her?
I don't know.
てめえ。
俺の神聖ブックオブシャドウズに涅槃のコアを入れる導水になってもらうために呼んだのさ。
ひどいことを。
今も校舎の地下で霊力を絞り取ってるが、俺のはもうなくなったから用なしだな。あら、一人に行くなら急げよ。サチが向かったんだろ。
They don't have time to kill him. They have to get to the basement.
サトシ君、
He just ran off.
私も行く。
でもその目じゃ。
Forget the eye.
行く。
Actually, she might be an advantage. She could warn us when Sachi's coming.
Yep.
If the eye still works.
行きましょう。
私は
Apparently, she's using a holy water drop, so it should be fine soon.
Sooner or later.
愛ちゃんは岸沼くんと一緒に篠崎さんについててあげて。私たちもゆかちゃんを助けたらすぐ戻るよ。
分かった。
Yeah, just stay up here and be and heal up. You've been through the ringer.
Aika was looking down and turning slightly red as she said that, and Miss Kuon did not fail to notice. Her face lit up brighter than I had ever seen it.
Aww.
それじゃあ岸沼くん、お願いね。お姉ちゃんって呼んでくれたのいつぶりかしら。
Oh, she's all happy. The happy CEO of Uber flies.
Inumaru might be alive, but he is darkened, so he might as well be dead.
Yeah, he's. Once you're darkened, you're pretty much dead.
I'm sorry, guys, but Inumaru is, as much as it pains me to say this as well, Inumaru is lost.
The simp is dead.
The simp is dead. He got milked to death by e-girls. And not in a sexual way, because simps don't have sex. It's just a fact.
They milked him of his savings.
They milked him of everything.
A moment of silence for the simp.
A moment of silence for the simp. All right, moment over.
Okay, let's move on.
目薬早く楽になるといいわね。
No, we're talking about Inumaru, Joe. Yeah,
Yeah,
F in the
they're
chat
both
for
good, too.
simp. Let's give a
F
quick
in the chat.
F in the chat. All right.
岸沼くんもゆかちゃんを探しに行ってあげて。地下防空壕は男の子多い方がいいと思う。
You should probably have at least one guy with you, right?
けどよ。
私は大丈夫。この本があるから。
Fair enough. She has the book. Yoshiki, you got
Stay with
this.
this guy. Stay with
Yeah.
this guy.
And if you want to, stomp his head on the ground a little bit, by all means, feel more than free. Just make sure you take pictures, please.
If
I
you
will
wanna, like,
masturbate to that.
reenact-
I mean, what?
I'm just a sucker for pain.
I tell so many jokes that I'll probably never be able to live down, but whatever, it's funny.
In the sake of comedy, you know.
In the sake of comedy, self-deprecating humor.
Exactly.
すぐ戻る。
あゆみ。なあ、あゆみ。俺の名はほどけ。
No.
Drown.
おとなしくしてて。
Well, since you're doing self-deprecating humor, like Ayumi tying him down is like, why are you complaining, dude?
To be fair, it was Satoshi and Yoshiki.
Okay, fair.
Even
yeah,
better, I bet, right? No, probably not for
No.
you.
No.
But Yoshiki, though. Nah, never mind.
Nah.
He is a good boy. He's saving himself for Ayumi.
Yes.
Ayumi. Who's Yoshiki?
本気？あゆみちゃん。
Wait, who are you again?
Oh, what's up? Just when everything's over, I'll take you back. Are you serious? Let him die.
Mm-hmm.
こんな人でもきっといなくなったら悲しむ人がいると思う。
Are you kidding me? If he
He has
dies,
no
the people
one
he
left.
knows are gonna be Fortnite dancing on his grave. Do do do
won't know.
do do. Mitsuo is dead. Fuck yeah. Uh-huh.
He's dead now.
いねえよ、バカ！クソ女！情けが、おい、上から目線か、こら！
Have the Book of Shadows eat him.
I have the Book of Shadows, and you don't. So, yeah, I am better than you. Worm. Mitsuo suddenly began to act hysterical, as if my words had struck a nerve somewhere deep in the core of his soul. He has one of those?
Guess so.
Aiko was not amused. She stared him down and easily won. He quickly regained composure, however, and took a more casual, more relaxed posture. His tone almost made it sound like he was getting ready to strike a deal with us.
なあ、あゆみ。世界を動かしている原動力ってなんだかわかるか？悪意だ。悪意とは人が人を陥れ不幸を願う気持ち、心そのもの。呪いと言ってもいい。それは決して恨みから発生する被害者側から生まれるのみの概念ではない。むしろ加害者側にこそ蔓延しているものだ。
I could hardly wait to see where he was going, where this was going. I was ready for him to throw me a curveball and try to trick me into helping him. And all I could think was, good luck with that.
俺のじいさんが作った教団、ヤゴーラ滅んだ。くまいな。無能力者の祖先どもに異端者として糾弾され迫害されてな。危険な集団になり下がっていた魔術結社マルトワにブックオブシャドウズなんてものを持たせていたらろくなことにならねえ。そう考えたじいさんは近畿の書としてその存在を隠すためにそいつを盗み出し秘密裏に篠崎家に託した。
Cool.
全ては
Well,
世の
alright
ため
then.
正義に燃えた人だったらしい。
Then why are you destroying the world?
周りからは眉唾だの詐欺師だの化け物だのと散々バッシングされた挙句家まで焼かれて無一文。
I see.
Hmm.
His grandpa did good in the pretty much saved the world, and he just saw them just like try to kill him. So that's why he has hatred for everyone.
街中を走り回って死んだそうだ。 その息子である俺の親父と母親も綺麗に自殺した。何度引っ越しても居場所を嗅ぎつけてきやがるクソどもに窓を割られたり罵声を浴びせられる人生に疲れ果てた。
I shrunk back a bit. I wasn't expecting this from Mitsuo. Nor was I quite certain how to react.
親が死んだ直後だってのに事件を面白がった記者たちが次々とやってきた。ガキだった俺を捕まえに毎日近所でも評判の変わり者夫婦自殺、戦慄のオカルト屋敷に潜入ってな。生前
That's
世間に
basically
ど
the
んな恨み
media.
事を言っていたとか、何か面白い不幸はなかったかとか、あげくに嘘か事実かなんて関係ない、面白けりゃいいんだって三文筋書きのペラ紙まで持ってきやがった。だがな、そいつらの期待に反して俺の両親は一言もよう呪ったりしていなかった。
His eyes were swimming. I didn't get the sense that he was lying about any of this. Yeah, problem is, you sent people, lots of people, to their death.
Mm-hmm.
So why should we feel any sympathy for you when you're no better than the people you claim to hate?
毎日3時になると金もないのにおやつに小さなガムをくれた。そんなもんでも嬉しくて俺はすぐ泣き止んだものさ。
I felt for him. I genuinely felt for him.
気がついたら俺はマスゴミ野郎のコートにライターのオイルをかけていた。そのまま火をつけてやったら速攻捕まって施設にぶち込まれた。
And you're proud of that?
あゆみ、お前の祖先だってそうだろ。俺たちだけじゃない。 安心、弱い者いじめ、見渡せば同じ構図ばかりじゃねえか。呪いを振りかざして世に不幸をまき散らしているのは俺たち能力者じゃねえ。誰やろうパンピーどもだ。
You gave those piece of shit's peasants every reason to fear you.
Mm-hmm.
と違うということはな、あゆみ、この世ではそれだけで悪なんだ。
お父さんもお母さんもお姉ちゃんが決めた将来のことひどく言うから好きじゃない。世間体とかそういうの頑張ってる人に失礼だよ。
That explains why he looked up to Ayumi's sister then.
Hinoe flashed me a kind smile and patted me on the head.
あゆみちゃん、お母様たちを悪く言ってはいけませんよ。悲しい運命から私たち家族を守るために本家から絶縁してもらって静かに暮らしているのだから、そこへ近寄ろうとする私を止めるのは当たり前、むしろ優しさからの忠告なのですよ。
A wise woman Hinoe was.
Mm-hmm.
な。この世には至るところに悪意という呪いが蔓延してんだよ。お前の祖先も散々な苦渋を舐めてきたはずだ。優れた人間が撃たれる世界に何の価値がある？
だからってあなたが命を奪うの？
増えすぎた豚どもは数を減らして思考を奪い、恐怖で縛り付けて律するしかない。
Mitsuo slammed his foot on the ground.
少なくとも私の姉ちゃんはそんなこと言わない。
I still felt for him. I pitied him. My eyes were starting to mist over as well. I wanted more than anything to reach him, to save him. There's no saving someone like him. Or who knows, perhaps there is.
バカがつくほどな。俺ともよく対立してた。
あなたの師匠だったって話は。
本当だ。
Was true.
俺が両親以外で初めて心を開いた人間だった。
Yeah, just die already. I don't care about you.
俺と日の絵は短い期間だが共にいて伴侶にとまで考えていた。天涯孤独のこの俺が人を愛するなんて後にも先にもあの時だけだ。あれほどの優しさと許しを持つ人間にはもう二度と会えねえだろう。
My eyes widened, and Mitsuo's eyes became more distant when he spoke about Hinoe. It's like he was staring into the past. His whole facial expression reflected such incredible
あ
loneliness.
なたお姉ちゃんと。
だがよ、己を犠牲にして他人を救うなんてのは偽善だろう。
How?
自分を傷つけるってことは
Because he has no one else. He doesn't understand.
Look, just because you don't understand love doesn't mean you take it out on other people.
Yeah, because he has a twisted
身代わ
worldview.
りになって
Very.
自分の家族を泣かせたとする。それは正しいのか？
I couldn't answer. I'd been repeating the actions that led to my sister's death this whole time, and really couldn't argue with what Mitsuo was telling me.
他人を思いやれるのは優れた人間だよ。だが底抜けに人を許すから、疑うことを知らねえから、意味もなく、ただ運悪く強姦なんて目に遭う。
This was the first time I've ever heard this, and it was a hard pill to swallow. All I could remember were the smiles, and those were as genuine as could be. But behind them, there may have been hidden wounds caused by people taking advantage of their gentle nature in downright unfathomable ways.
その日の絵も今やこの世にはいない。聞けば取るに足らない愚民を救うためお前が行った術のせいで死んだらしいじゃねえか。どこまで犠牲にならなきゃいけねえんだ、優れた人間がよ。俺はまだ終われない。世を正すために愚民どもに俺の正義を見せんだよ。なあ、歩み、なあをほどけ。
Push him off the edge, Aiko.
日の絵の妹で篠崎の力を持つお前は素質のある選ばれし者のはずだ。俺と共に世界を進めないか。
お姉ちゃんは 望んでない。
What the? You've got to be kidding me. He was untied the whole time.
残念だよ、あゆみ。
Wow. Oh. Mitsuo stared down at me with an ice-cold look in his eyes, tossing away the handkerchief that was supposed to have been tied securely around his wrists.
両手いつでも溶けたの？
Oh, she's down for the count.
お前も愚民だ。涅槃に食われて死ぬのは相当苦しいらしいぜ。さっきナイフで殺してやろうとしたのは俺なりの愛情だ。
Oh no.
Wait, isn't the book going to like try to stop him from doing this?
I don't know. Sachiko said don't let go of the book.
That's true.
一つ教えておいてやるよ、あゆみ。お前はすでに粛清者としての活動を行っている。お前が何度もこの涅槃天神症で倒している黒い霊、あれは現実世界でまだ生きている人間の生き量なんだ。
Joke's on you. We've been avoiding them all this whole time.
なんてこと。
現世と涅槃が融合を始めたせいで、その隙間からこっちに迷い込んできた半分の魂さ。つまりお前は人殺し。
Oh, I see what's going on. You know those mysterious deaths?
Yeah.
Every single dark shadow that they were like kind of getting rid of with the talismans in this dimension was one of those unexplained deaths.
Oh.
お前が霊を叩き殺すたび、現実世界ではそいつの体がへし折れて変死してるのさ。
Huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was still laid out flat on the ground, reeling from the punch, from the shock of this new revelation alike. I clenched my teeth and tried to pull myself up, desperately waiting to recapture this fugitive, but I was too unstable to keep my balance, plummeting back to the floor right away.
だいたい覚悟がなさすぎんだよ、お前は。俺は行くぜ。世界が滅びるその瞬間まで。お前はそうして這いつくばっているがいいさ。
待って、ミスター。
人の名を気安く呼ぶんじゃねえ、クミが。じゃあな、あゆみ。お前はバカだが、まっすぐなところだけは日の絵にそっくりだったぜ。
Oh my god! Not much stamina, huh? God, will you just die already?
本物だ。本物をゲットしたぞ。涅槃のコアを。
What the hell?
この本は数だ。
Oh, it's your spirit.
俺、神になれんぜ。
It's your spirit.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Oh, big
Oh,
Captain Axe.
yes. Please.
Oh, you're about to get yours, motherfucker.
Oh.
It was Satsuki.
I've been-
She was standing directly in Mitsuo's path. What were you saying?
No, just this is gonna be awesome.
Her entire face was stained in red, with only her eyes white, breaking through. She wavered in place as she stared directly, wordlessly into Mitsuo's soul. A moment later, Mitsuo noticed something else behind her. One of the red helms that have been wandering the school. So they're called
It's Pyramid Head. It's Pyramid Head.
Yeah,
I don't even care.
Red helms.
てめえ床の見張りはどうした？なんでここにいる？この役立たずの鉄くずが。
Huh?
Oh my gosh!
What the?
I just saw it. Holy crap.
What the fuck? Suddenly, Satsuki's head split down the middle into 8 equal-sized portions, like a flower budding. Oh!
Oh!
Yes! Mitsuo's fucking dead! Bitch!
I was thinking more crab rave, but that works too.
Sure! Mitsuo's dead!
Everyone party, okay? It's party time.
Where's a party? Do I have like something in the chat that's like party-like? Let me see. What do I have? Oh, here we go.
Oh, here we
Dancing anime girl. Yes, party in the chat.
Party in the chat.
Oh, this is so satisfying. These petals then closed around Mitsuo's head, tearing it clean from his body. Blood spurted from his neck and his appendages twitched. Magari!
Yes. But her having the book kind of scares me, though.
Yeah, it's not good.
うるさい男も死ねば従順になるわね。
One's always calm and peaceful in death.
That's a pretty nice CG.
That is a really cool CG.
Let me make sure there we go.
無様ねミスト。本当は約束通り私が殺したかったわ。ここに赤い模様たくさんあったでしょ。ここうちの調査機関がすでに入ってるのよね。あんたが連れてきたこいつもね、実はうちの子だったのよ。
What?
Huh?
Satsuki was a secret agent or something?
She was part of the Illuminati.
うちの兄弟ますます図に乗っちゃうんじゃないかな。うざいな。
Is she alive?
Huh?
Magari suddenly grabbed Satsuki's hair and pulled her in. Huh?
マガリ様。
What?
That is something I don't know how to feel about.
That was... What? Mitsuo's dead. I figured I'd be so happy, but now I'm confused. God, this game can't let me have one thing. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Yuka was in a seemingly empty room, though she could hear prayers echoing around her. They sounded like the prayers one might expect from a demonic exorcism. Okay.
Wow.
That all happened.
Yeah.
Extra chapter
Oh, we get
6.
Red Helm. We get a Pyramid Head's encyclopedia piece.
Cool. Well, that all happened.
That was odd. I don't know what to think about Sasuke being part of the Illuminati.
And was she, like, still alive the whole time? That makes no sense.
It makes no sense, but I feel as if we might get an explanation of it.
Ugh. Somewhere, I hope to God. It'll probably be in one of the extra chapters. I guess we'll have to do those sometime.
Maybe. Yeah, we do have to do those.
Well,
I've heard
guys,
Extra Chapter 3 is really good, but pretty long. That's what I've heard.
pretty long. We'll have to see. Anyways. Well, guys, we gotta get out of here for now. So, thank you all very much for joining the streams. This was, probably the weirdest chapter yet.
The first chapter, that was hilarious. Like, these two
This
chapters
was probably
have
the
been a lot of
weirdest
fun.
stream we've done of this game yet.
Of the series yet.
Yeah.
But, this is really fun.
I guess that's one word for it. Thanks for those lemons, Link. All right, guys, we're going to head out for now. So we will see you next week with what will possibly be the final part. If we decide, yeah, probably second to last, because we're probably going to end up playing the extra chapters.
Well, the last of the official story, most likely.
Well, the extra chapters are a part of the story, though.
Well, the main story.
The main game, sure.
The main game.
Whatever. It's... What? I don't have any words. I have this. This left me with no
been
words. So
real.
you know what? Let's just end this. All right, guys. We'll see you next week.
See ya.